Kirui, KTN.
Thanks, Kiri. Now, a dark cloud hangs over Kenya's international standing. Civil society groups are sounding the alarm, warning that the recent wave of terrorism charges against demonstrators and critics could severely tarnish the nation's image and affect foreign currency inflows. As Winfrey Owino now reports, there is growing concern that this law is now being wielded not against terror, but against freedom of expression, with potential fallout for our global standing and economy. Listen in.
For the past 2 weeks, the Kahawa Law Courts has been a focal point of intense activity, with young demonstrators and dissenting voices facing charges of terrorism. Today, 8 mourners arrested for allegedly torching Mawego police station during Albert Ojwang's funeral procession appeared for their bail verdict, having pleaded not guilty to terrorism charges under the Prevention of Terrorism Act of 2012, popularly known as Porter. To truly understand Porter, we must look back at Kenya's history with terrorism. Just 12 years after independence, in 1975, the OTC bus station in Nairobi was bombed, leaving nearly 30 dead. This marked Kenya's first major terror attack. 5 years later, another attack struck the Norfolk Hotel, still within the CBD. The most devastating attack, the US Embassy bombing in 1998, caused widespread alarm both locally and internationally, underscoring the severe threat terrorism posed to the nation.
There was also a push by the international community, particularly the United Nations, to have every country to legislate on terrorism. So Kenya as a country, we had a lot of pull and push to specifically understand why we need this piece of legislation.
Focus or function of the Porter is to help us in preventing and over and above preventing, in prosecuting those who have succeeded in causing acts of terror within our local, our localities or within the Republic of Kenya.
Critics of the state argue that the government is now using terrorism laws to muzzle dissenting voices through punitive charges. This approach, they warn, risks tarnishing Kenya's image on the international stage.
When the international community starts seeing tens of people being charged with terror-related charges, it basically means that Kenya as a country is a security risk because we have terrorists. They are even in court. So the economic repercussions, for example, it means you're scaring away investors.
We should not trivialize that act. That act should be used in the most rarest of cases, where we have people who are attacking us in Lamu, Boni Forest.
So, where does the public stand in this evolving legal landscape?
The public must always interrogate what we are doing. Does it fall within the definition of what terrorism is? When you are called upon to demonstrate, to speak out, to picket, to assemble, you must do so peaceably. Please avoid the temptation of walking with Molotov cocktails, walking with arms, pangas, and all those things.
While the fight against terrorism remains a vital priority for the government, the current application of anti-terrorism laws is creating a legal environment where the very freedoms these laws aim to protect are at risk. This situation has led to urgent calls for a comprehensive review of these laws to ensure that justice is not compromised in the name of security. Winfrey Owino, KTN.
Thanks, Winfrey. To political matters now, where political firestorm engulfs National